One of Elkhart County's hidden gems is going to be featured on the program from Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We've got details and a lot of great shots coming up. Stay tuned.
Bring the family and step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home both inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Stop by and you'll see why we were voted the best home and garden center in Indiana, or check out lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Just watch for the attraction signs.
Well, good morning and welcome to another edition of our program here in beautiful Bristol, Indiana. And with me is Mark Linton here on the program as always. Mark, good to see you.
Good to see you, Craig.
Got some great freebies coming up in the later half of the show. When we talk about freebies at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, we're talking about great savings, aren't we?
We've got a great assortment, a lot of flowering things, a lot of evergreens that actually can add color to the landscape as well.
Speaking of color and landscape, you've got a gem here.
This is really a nice setting here. A lot of acreage. Home sits way back off of the road, and it's very peaceful, very relaxing, a very park-like type of atmosphere.
It's the home of David and Denise Sanders, and it's here in Bristol. And Denise was telling me just before we went on, Mark, and we'll talk to Denise a little bit down the road here in just a few minutes, but this looked way different last fall.
It did. Denise is an avid gardener. She's gone through the Master Gardener program. She used to be out here on her hands and knees actually working out here on a daily basis. And lifestyle kind of changed with the addition of another home, so split time between the two properties. It was really, really important to make this as low maintenance as possible.
Talk about a beautiful canvas backdrop. You have got the perfect canvas backdrop here, don't you?
We do. We love working with white. All of the color really tends to pop in front of white. The only thing that we tend to avoid is white flowering. White on white just really doesn't stand out all that much, and so we've got a lot of bright colors here. We've got perennial flowers that come back year after year. We've got a couple of little spaces for some annual flowers. Not a big investment of time to have to plant those annually in the springtime, and it's a very formal home, so we wanted the landscape to tie in with the architecture of the home as well.
Plants, trees, and shrubs, that's what we're about here on the show with Linton's Enchanted Gardens. If you'd like to find out more about what we're talking about, you certainly can check into Linton's or go online at lintons.com. Mark, let's get it going and maybe point out some of the highlights around us, can you?
Well, right here next to you, Craig, this is a beautiful low-maintenance Japanese maple. We like to incorporate them into areas where we need a little bit of height, we want some color. This is prized for the red-colored leaves, spring, summer, and fall. Very, very little pruning or maintenance required. Eventually, we'd like to see this get up to be about 5-6 feet in height, not wanting to hide the light fixture behind it, but to give us some height and break up this wall space between not only the door but the window here. We also have perennial flowers incorporated in here. One of my personal favorites is this liatris here. This is a perennial flower. Comes back year after year. Our floral designers love working with this flower. The bloom time is incredibly long. They actually start out blooming at the base and then slowly open up towards the tip or the top of the flower head. So also makes a great cut flower, nice splash of purple, and that was one of Denise's requests, is she loves purple. We want to honor that request and have some purple incorporated in here.
Again, against the backdrop of the home being white, a really great look, Mark.
We've got a mixture of coral bells, and again, honoring that purple request, we've got some purple coral bells here. These are hummingbird and butterfly magnets. These are just starting to send up some new shoots. They're perennial flowers. They come back year after year, so again, very, very low maintenance. We've got some low maintenance dwarf spireas. These are called gold mound spireas, prized for their beautiful gold-colored leaves and light purple-colored flowers, which bloom all throughout the summertime. This is another Japanese maple, a very unusual Japanese maple. This is called a butterfly Japanese maple. And in the springtime, this actually has pink coloration to the leaves. During the summertime, you've got the beautiful green and white variegated leaves. And then again in the fall, when the temperatures start to drop, get a little cooler, the pink color again reemerges. We're using this again to break up this expanse of the wall in between the two windows here. Nice low maintenance dwarf ornamental tree.
And do I see a bird's nest maybe up there?
I think we've got a bird condo going on here. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, our tour continues here as we kind of getting a little closer to the front porch.
We've got some dwarf evergreens in here. These are globe blue spruce. They're like a blue spruce tree, only it's a blue spruce shrub. And we've strategically positioned them underneath and in front of the windows, not really wanting anything to block the view so that the homeowner can look out and see guests that are coming and going here, and also not to hide the architecture of the house. These do a nice job of pretty much naturally shaping themselves, just with some occasional pruning.
Denise was telling me it might have been maybe a little bit more difficult to see people coming and going back before October, right?
I wish you could have seen this before, but we breathed new life into the landscape here. And actually there were some elements, as we walk down a little further, you'll see some of the prior landscape that we incorporate into the new landscape as well. And what we've got here, Craig, is a little dwarf boxwood hedge. These are really, really nice, provide winter interest as well as seasonal interest as well. These we're just going to keep pruned as a low little dwarf hedge here, accents the formal entrance to the residence here.
Forms a border to the entrance. Very neat, very neat.
Head over here to the other side.
All right, let's go across the front door here, off to the other side where there's some more color here, Mark.
This is an unusual barberry. This is called a Hellman's Pillar barberry. Very unusual for the columnar growth. And we have this small little white space in between the two sets of windows. This here is never going to get any wider than about 1.5 feet in width. We eventually want it to get to be about 4 or 5 feet in height, but it will never hide any of the architectural features of the house. Also gives us a nice splash of color with the burgundy leaves, which are that color all spring, all summer, and into the fall.
Some great ideas you can incorporate at home for yourself when you visit Linton's, open all through the weekend, including today until 6.
Another one of my favorite perennials here, this is called a Stokes aster. Starts blooming about midsummer. You can see some of the beautiful purple colored flowers. These are all flower buds getting ready to come into its glory. These continue to bloom well into the fall, all the way up even past frost. And a nice way to add some late season color and interest as well.
Notice you've got a lot of stone down here. It didn't look like that as well back in the fall before you arrived, Mark. In fact, there was bark, wasn't there?
Yes, and bark's probably our #1 most popular ground cover, but unfortunately it requires more maintenance, and that is something, especially if you have an irrigation system that's pumping water on it on a daily basis, you're going to get rotting, you're going to get decay, and a lot of the perfectionists that we work for, like ourselves, they're adding additional bark to that on an annual basis. Well, with the stone ground cover, you can have a weed barrier underneath there. You're going to get at least 20 years worth of use with the stone and weed barrier combination. It definitely makes it the lowest form of maintenance possible for this landscape.
And it adds value to the home.
It does, it does. And directly behind us here, nice little dwarf hedge. Wanted to have this to frame this bay window here. This is going to maintain this look 12 months out of the year, just simply pruning the tops of this hedge.
Very clean look, I might add.
And then again, you see more of the purple coral bells. Denise loves purple, and we're attracting both hummingbirds and butterflies here. We Also have some more hummingbird butterfly magnets. These are wine and roses Weigelias. These go through 3 bloom cycles. We're actually in between a bloom cycle right now. They bloom with trumpet-shaped rose-colored flowers in addition to these burgundy-colored leaves. Definitely our most popular dwarf Weigelia. Only gets to be about 4 feet in height and about 4 feet in width. So it doesn't get huge like the old-fashioned Weigelias, which got to be like over 8 feet tall and 8 feet in width.
It's not really in vogue any longer, is it? What else here, Mark?
What we've got here is Little Princess Spirea, blooms with light purple-colored flowers. This is a very dwarf, very compact Spirea. Just finishing up with its bloom cycle. You still see a few remains of the flowers here. Requires very minimal pruning, but does a nice job of adding some color here. And then directly behind us, this is a fernleaf buckthorn. This was part of the original landscape, and we chose to incorporate this into the new landscape here. It was in a perfect position, giving us some height in between the 2 windows. We did do some major pruning or some surgery that you see here just to bring it back into the scale of the new plantings.
And it kind of does give the homeowner, doesn't it, Mark, the feeling of maybe a little history, a family history maybe with a home when you can continue to use something here that you've had?
You're right. It really does.
Very good. What else here, Mark?
And then directly behind you, this is definitely a focal point here on the corner. This is a very mature, large, stately Japanese lace leaf maple. Actually, this is a multi-graft Japanese maple, and these trees have about at least 6 or 7 grafts to them. This started out its life as a columnar Japanese maple, and then the weeping part of the tree was top grafted to it, so it gives you this beautiful look. Now we've got other Japanese lace leaf maples in the landscape, but none of them will ever be able to reach the height and size of what this is because just simply the way it was grafted. And this is here to anchor the corner. We got some beautiful bright golden colored evergreens. These are gold thread cypress. The gold and the red colored leaves, a beautiful color combination. And then we've got the low maintenance pink knockout roses, which bloom all spring, all summer and fall, putting out over 2,000 blooms per season.
What about these boulders? I'm curious. Are they all real?
They are. And these are actually boulders that were found here on the property. They were part of the original landscape. We just relocated them, and it goes really well with the stone ground cover that we've got here.
All right, Mark. Anything else around the corner?
Well, around the corner, a lot of this was here existing. We had the beautiful hydrangeas, which are coming into their glory. The nice dwarf Vanderwolf pine accenting the corner. That was here. We just simply did some pruning and trimming and incorporated them into the design. It does a great job of anchoring the corner.
Safe to say Denise is pleased with everything?
I think so. She's a personal friend, and if she wasn't, I would definitely know.
Well, Denise, Mark has done a wonderful job here. Linton's really knows what they're doing, and I think it's really noteworthy that you are a master gardener. You know what good gardening's all about, and how would you describe what you've seen here in the last 6 or 8 months?
I'm overwhelmed. It's beautiful. They did a really, really good job.
I wonder how you had the time to even semi-maintain what you had here previous. It looked a lot different, didn't it?
It did. I didn't get it done, and that's the problem. It was very overgrown. It was covered in mulch and very massive. And it's not that way anymore. It's very open. It's very airy. It's very beautiful.
So, needless to say, you'd probably recommend Linton's, right?
Definitely, definitely.
Now, your home is so beautiful. I mean, what a wonderful, picturesque setting here. I really like the entry. Is that one of your favorites maybe, or is there something else that really struck your eye?
I like the entry because I can get in the dirt, and Mark left it 2 areas for me so I can plant my annuals, so I like that. So yes, I like the entryway very much.
Now, Mark said he limited the annuals so you wouldn't spend all your days and nights out here. There's still a few that you can play with, right?
Yes, that was my husband's instructions. Not much work for Denise to do, so it worked out good.
Very good. Again, a beautiful home here. Denise, thank you so much for sharing your home with our viewers. And boy, I tell you what, this has really been fun. And the items that you see here are items you can purchase at Linton's, just as you have and will probably continue doing, right?
Totally. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. Well, lots of great things going on. And Mark, one last little mention, if you might, about the wow. And if you've been watching it all over the last several weeks and months, you'll know that Mark always has a wow up his sleeve. And this is the wow for the property.
You know what? The canvas was here, and it pretty much was a clean slate. We did work around a flagpole, and we did work around that beautiful Japanese bloodgood maple there. But other than that, everything is part of the new re-landscape project here. And again, Denise's favorite color is purple. So we've got the purple dwarf butterfly bushes. Most butterfly bushes can get up 6 to 8 feet in height. This is a new variety we started growing several years ago called Lo and Behold. It's a very dwarf, very compact butterfly bush, and they are not only butterfly magnets, but they do attract hummingbirds as well, and they bloom the whole entire summertime up until the frost. And when you get up close to them, you actually can smell the nice sweet fragrance. We also have some Russian sage, which is just starting to come into its glory. It is a late summer, fall bloomer. We've got knockout roses here, which are going to be blooming spring, summer, and fall. Again, some more coral bells. We've done a repeat of the bright sabric gold junipers that you not only see here in front, but also on the corner of the house, along with some blue star junipers, which tie in with the globe blue spruce. But the most important thing was when you come up this driveway, we wanted something here that was always going to be providing some color, but at the same time, really don't want to hide the house that's directly behind us.
So it's really about scale, again, color, and design really plays into everything that we talk about here on the program. And if you'd like to get some design ideas of your own and you really don't know where to start, can I just humbly recommend Mark Linton? He can put everything together for you. You're going to have a masterpiece, guaranteed, and with some products that really will hold up to the hard and very hot summer that we've had, Mark. I tell you what, Denise has done a good job. I know there's an irrigation system here, but they look wonderful.
They are happy, and they are thriving very, very well. They're getting awesome care from Dave and Denise here.
Well, a beautiful home in Bristol, and lots of acres here, and lots of fun for the family. And, you know, we talked a couple weeks ago, Mark, about the business that you're in is really creating more leisure time, and you've done that for Denise and David simply by the low-maintenance variety of plants, trees, and shrubs.
They've been blessed with some new grandkids, and they want to be able to spend time with their new extended family, and this definitely has helped achieve that goal.
All right. Well, right around the corner, some great savings. You're going to pick up on plants, trees, and shrubs that are drastically reduced in price. In fact, you call it your freebie sale, don't you?
That's right. There's a lot of buy one, get one free.
All right. That freebie sale is coming up in just a moment, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden. Plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on dazzling daylilies, only $3.99. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
We are here to wrap up the program here today from Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And Mark, the first half of the show, we were outside, of course, in Bristol, a beautiful home there. And right now, you're going to give people an opportunity to really pick up on some great deals in plants, trees, and shrubs that they can use in their own environment, their own landscaping.
That's right, Craig. And we have a beautiful selection here. We've got plants, trees, shrubs that not only give you spring color, but summer color, and all the way into fall and winter. And again, it's very important to have a nice mix. People, when they come here to the garden center, they always gravitate to what's in bloom, and they tend to do a project pretty much all at one time. And so whatever's in bloom at that season, they tend to forget about something else that blooms later on. And it takes about a year for them to realize that. Then they're back shopping again, kind of switching things around. So always important to have a selection of spring blooming, summer blooming, fall blooming, and being here in Michiana, it's important to have some winter interest as well. And that's when we start heavily depending upon some evergreens. And actually, they can give you color as well.
With as dry a summer that we've had, Mark, you've done a great job keeping on top of it. It's very apparent when you come here, and I think that's a pretty good indicator that you know what you're doing.
Actually, you know what? There is a lot of dryness in this area. You drive around, you see all the brown. We actually have had guests come here just to experience the lush growth of all of our plants here. You know, it's no secret. It just takes lots of water, and we water multiple times a day. And actually, it's been really good planting weather as long as you give the plants the water that they need.
So they're all smiling at us right now, aren't they?
They are very happy, and they don't mind the heat at all.
Very good. Well, you won't mind the savings. This is what we call the freebie sale. And Mark, what do you have for us today?
Starting out here, Craig got this beautiful red flowering dogwood tree. This not only puts on a show in the springtime with huge red flowers, but then again in the fall, you're going to get some nice coloration in the leaves. You're going to get some reds. You're going to get some yellows as well as some oranges. And they also produce a tiny little red berry, which is an excellent source of food, especially for the birds. I really enjoy seeing cardinals on the dogwood trees in the fall and into the winter. Part of our freebie sale, this is a 4-foot tree, regularly priced $34.99. You're going to buy one, get one free. So that's 2 trees for the price of $34.99.
Sounds like a good deal.
And then here in front, this is one of my personal favorites. This is a lemon wave hydrangea.
That's cool.
It is very cool. Most hydrangeas just simply have a green colored leaf. This not only has green leaves, it is edged in gold. It has a bicolor or variegated leaf, nice splash of a gold color. And then you can also see the beautiful blue flowers that continue to repeat bloom all throughout the summertime. The lemon wave hydrangeas are buy one, get one free, so you're going to be getting 2 plants for only $29.99. Another one out here front and center. This is a little dwarf barberry. It is called a lime glow barberry, and nice for full sun, also tolerates some partial shade. A very slow growing, low maintenance type of plant. They're buy 2, get one free. You're going to save $9.99 on those.
Slow growing, low maintenance. That's the theme when you tune into these TV shows, Home and Garden and the others. That's all they're talking about anymore.
You know what? Long gone is the high maintenance, fast growing plants that you're out there having to prune and trim on a monthly basis. Things just that grow a fraction of an inch. That's really where we see the increased demand for it, and that's what we are specializing in. That's what is popular that we're growing out at our nursery.
All right, you can find out a whole lot more when you go to lintons.com as we continue here on the freebie sale, Mark.
Here in front of me is a flowering evergreen. It is a broadleaf evergreen. This is our Blue Princess Holly, and it's actually 2 plants in the same pot. I've shared this before. The females are the ones that produce the berries. The males are the pollinator, and so instead of having to buy 2 plants, we actually plant them, grow them in the same container. This is a Green Thumb Savings Club member special. Going to get this nice large plant for only $10, and you're going to enjoy small, petite, little white flowers in the springtime, red berries in the fall, and then winter interest in the fall with the green leaves.
I love the texture of this as well.
Here in front is another broadleaf evergreen, Craig. This is a Pieris japonica, also known as a lily of the valley bush. Beautiful bright red new growth that you see here. It is in the evergreen family. In the springtime, lily of the valley type of flowers. Beautiful, creamy, ivory, pendulous flowers. Likes to grow in shaded conditions, and also really prefers a well-protected area. For our Green Thumb Savings Club members, they're going to receive a 50% discount on this. This is only $12.50.
Excellent value here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens.
And then one of my favorite ornamental grasses here, this is a purple New Zealand flax. Beautiful wide leaf and purple colored leaves all spring, summer, and fall. Green Thumb Savings Club members are going to get that for half price. It is only $10.
You say Green Thumb Savings Club members quite a bit, Mark. Again, briefly, what is that?
That is a membership that we offer for only $20. It's an annual membership, and it's a way that we can reward our best customers, those that are coming in here buying a lot of plants, those that share the passion for plants. They can save 10% discount on all their plant purchases. Plus, we have specials every week where they can save up to 75% off, such as what we're featuring here.
Very good. It makes good sense, dollars and cents, doesn't it?
You're right, Craig. Out here in front, another low-maintenance type of landscape plant. It's a Japanese garden juniper, part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free. This only grows a fraction of an inch each year, prefers sunny locations, and when it's fully mature, not more than 5 to 6 inches in height.
Very low maintenance, too.
And then here in front of us, this works out very well for the bones of the landscape. This is a Papoose Dwarf Sitka Spruce, and it has two different colors in these evergreen needles. You see both blue and lime green. Does a nice job of naturally shaping itself into a globe shape. Grows very slowly. You're only going to get to see about 3 to 4 inches of new growth each year. Going to buy two, get one free. You're going to be saving $49.99. This here is a beautiful variegated leaf boxwood, part of our freebie sale. Buy one, get one free. Going to save $24.99. They grow in full sun. They also grow in dense shade. And nice thing about this is they are deer resistant. Deer hate them, and they will not come in and munch on them. So if you live in a wooded area where deer have been a problem, this is a beautiful evergreen shrub to give you some color.
Very good. Lots of color there. Really nice look.
Another one of my own personal favorites is this little shrub out here in front. This is a dwarf hinoki cypress. Absolutely beautiful, grows fraction of an inch each year. Part of our freebie sale, buy one, get one free. Our guests are going to save $29.99. This one, you probably don't have to prune for the next 10 years. It is that slow growing.
That is slow.
And then one of our summer beauties here, this is a China chiffon Rose of Sharon, going to be blooming with beautiful, double, almost a carnation-like type of flower later on this summer. Buy one, get one free, going to save $24.99.
And wrapping up here.
Yes, just a couple more plants. We've got an Abbotswood potentilla, which not only blooms in the summertime, but blooms in the spring and the fall as well. It's a repeat blooming, nice little dwarf ornamental shrub. Really prefers full sun light conditions. Green Thumb Savings Club members are going to receive 50% discount on that. Only going to be $12.50.
And leaving one of the best for last, it looks like.
Yeah, put it on a beautiful show there. That is an autumn red daylily, part of our freebie sale. Buy one, get one free, going to save $9.99.
Can you tell folks that this gentleman has a passion for plants? You really live it, Mark, and that's what I appreciate about you. Thanks so much. And again, pick up on the freebie sale. You can go online and find out more about Linton's at lintons.com. Of course, visit us through the weekend. Mark some great weekend hours beginning today.
That's right. We are open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., not only Saturday, but Sunday as well. Throughout the rest of the week, we're open 8 a.m. until 7 p.m.
All right, very good. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Craig.
For Mark Linton and our producer, Gary Martin, Craig Wallen, until next time, so long, everybody.